Hello, 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 everybody. I hope you are feeling well. I hope you have had a good couple of days and a good week. I've had a busy week, but I have also managed to have some me time, which has been brilliant. So this is a bit of a weird video, and if it's not your cup of tea, honestly, not a problem if you don't want to watch. I totally understand. But I thought it would be really cool to find out how much I've actually saved in 2024, because as you might know, this is my first year of cash stuffing, never having been able to save. I mean, maybe a couple of £100 if I needed something, but outside of that, always been pretty much in debt. And yes, I thought it's the end of the year. Wouldn't it be great to find out what I've actually got saved? But first, I have some change. It's weighing me down. It needs to go into there. So if you don't mind, just really quickly, I'd love to cash stuff. I wrote it down. Where did I write it down? Oh yeah, I have £2.97 here, and I'd like to get it into there. So I'm just going to really quickly get this out of the way, and this penny jar is absolutely making my day. I love looking at it. It's nearly full, and that means that is going back to the bank pretty soon. So we have got, I'll put this to the side, I'm not quite sure if you can see it, but we've got 297, and we are here now. So let's minus 59, minus 58, minus 57, minus 56, minus 55, and that leaves me with, yay, it's free as well. So let's colour in the 12 just to get that one done. And then for speed, if I can find the right colour, where's my orange? It was hiding. So let's quickly mark off 59, 58, 57, 56 and 55. Wow. This is going to get done so quickly now because the numbers just keep getting smaller, which is fantastic. So at least I managed to squeeze in one challenge. Okay, so are you ready for the cash count up? Just real quick though, before I do, because that is part of the cash count up. These are challenges I completed through the year, and I've now got all the money, all the lovely straightened money from these little booties here. I mean, look at this. And I mean, I could count it for you. It is £1,200. So we managed to save throughout the year 600 in the buffer binder. And then, of course, that was the first big challenge I ever did. I saved 300 in that. And I think it was back in like April or May. I was asking you what I should do with it, and I just ended up hanging on to it. So 300 in that. And then, of course, this one I finished a couple of weeks ago. That was another 300. So we have a massive... I mean, this is just silly money. £1,200 saved there. Look at that. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and then I thought we could do this one together. So this is the big one. This is now officially the biggest challenge I've ever done. I started it, I believe, in July, and I finished it in November, and I've just kept it to look at it. Cash stuffing. I mean, you probably hear this quite a lot, but cash stuffing works. It just does. Having gone from never saving a single penny ever to all of a sudden having money, loads of money. It's, you know, if you're one of the few who hasn't started yet, you're just not sure, just do it. Just start. Don't put it off. But definitely 100% get to grips with your finances. because that's where it all started for me. I absolutely went through my bank account. I got rid of everything that I didn't need. So any subscriptions that were just hanging out and I just wasn't using them, I cancelled them all. I pulled in all my finances, and then whatever money I had after all my bills, etc., I just divided that money by 5, figured out what I needed for groceries, figured out what I needed for petrol, and then what was left, I was able to cash stuff. And this year, I think I've said this all through the year, I've gone really, really quite hard in the fact that, excuse me, hold on, excuse me, in the fact that we haven't bought any clothes, we haven't gone on a holiday, we've only, I mean, literally, the money that we've spent has been, it's just been on the stuff that we've needed and any unexpected bills and things like that. So we've gone really quite hard, which has been great. However, hubby sort of decided that this 2025 we're definitely going on a holiday, and I'm really excited, but I'm also not because that's money I've got to save up for holiday, and I can't put it on other things like, you know, emergency or home or anything else. Right, there we go, it's empty. I might do this again. It was quite a beefy one, but if I save it, so clearly July was a good month for me to start doing that. That's when all my annual bills, subscriptions, that sort of thing have finished. So clearly I can do this again in July of 2025. So I'm going to keep hold of that, put it to one side, and let's just make sure I actually did save £500. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing because it's just mind-blowing. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 5. So we've got 500 there, and we've got 1200 here. So that's going to give us a whopping £1,700 in cash saved up using little binders, and then of course the Christmas binder. I don't know what to say. Wow. Yeah, yay. Go me. I don't even know what to do. That is amazing. So £1,700, we needed to know what that was, because now we're going to do the count up. Anything that's in the bank, I've already just sort of printed this up. You might not be able to see all of it, but when we do the grand total, I will share that with you. But just really quickly, what pen? Should we use this pen if it works? So in the big one, we managed to save 500, and then I had 1200 in all the little mini binders as well. So that's marked down there. I'm just going to shove that, if it fits, somewhere into there. Let's get started, shall we? So in my main binder, what have we got? We've got the grocery booster, and in grocery booster we've saved 90. This is really weird. I've never done one of these. I've watched loads of them, and they're so professional when people do these, and trust me, mine isn't going to be. So that's 90 in that. We've got nothing in coffee and treats. But in health, we've got 300 in the bank. And that's it. Okay. Clearly need to add some more money in that. In the emergency tracker, we've got 600 in the bank and we've got 40 cash. Yeah, because I took some money to the bank fairly recently. I don't like to have too much cash hanging out in my little binders. So 1 week ahead, we've got 968 in the bank and we've got £15 in cash. Just started on that one again. I only started that last week. And then in, nope, not electric, we haven't got that far yet. And then in home, this is a fairly recent one. I didn't write the date when I started it, but it hasn't been very long. It looks like we should have 235, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, oh, 82, 20, 35, yeah, 235. We shall be completing our first home. When we get to 250, we can cross that off. So that's that binder done. Oop. And if my maths be mathing, we've got 90, 300, 640. Nope. I probably could work that out, but that's what calculators are for. Plus 15, so we've got 983, 983 and 235. So let's have a look. We've got 90, I hope you can see, 300 plus 640 plus 983 plus 235. Wow. So that's 2,248 saved in that. Gosh, you don't realise when when you've got these little amounts, and then they kind of add up to that kind of money. So 2,248. Then we have the 2025 binder, which I've only really been putting bits and pieces in. So Bargain Queen, and I've already got that written down. That's got 170 in the bank, no cash. We've got Valentine's, and in Valentine's we've saved 40. Oh, need to get a wiggle on with that. And then the ones that I know have got nothing in, I've just coloured them blue, so I'm not questioning. So in birthday, we have 100 in the bank, and then we've got £30 in cash. TV licence is the only other one in here that we've got any money in, and it's got 100 in the bank and absolutely no cash. So 40, 130. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 40. I didn't even need the calculator. So that's £440. Nice and easy. And then challenge binder. Again, emptied this really recently, so I'm not going to do the pennies. Just not. So what have we got? We've got 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We've got 25 in 100 Hearts of Joy. Oh, we're a quarter of the way there. These are all empty because we're going to start them in the next cash stuffing. I remember this. We popped £15 into a Christmas tree, so plus 15. And in winter, 25, 35, 40. In winter, we've got 40. So we've got 8 tea in that binder. In the mini £2 binder, again, we completed quite a few of them, so there's only 3 in here at the moment. So we've got £2 in that one. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, plus 12, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So that's 32 in this one. Hope you can still see this. I'll move that up a tad. And then the only other one that we need to consider is completed challenges. I did it. So we've got 6 in there. So we've got 6 in a bit of change. That one saved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we've got 30 in that one. Now this one saved 50, but this was part of my giving bits and bobs to the dustbin man, the postman. I did give some to the postman, yay! And the milkman and the window cleaner. So that money, that's gone. It's happy money. We have 45 in this Christmas tree challenge. Don't need to count it, already checked when I completed it. Then we've got 75, so plus 75 in Oh Spicy. We've got 50 in Boost 25 with a 5. We've got, that saved 45 plus 45. That one saved 25, 30, 35. This one saved 25. This one saved 20. So that's the glow up challenge done. And then we've got 20 in knickers. We've got 26 in Feel the Fun. However, I'm going to take 6 off because that's what those £6 coins were. Yeah, okay, that was just me forgetting that. £20 in Your Terrific and £40 in Cupcake. So we have 395. Ooh, that's a big chunk of money, isn't it? And then finally, oh, I'm going to put these, I'll put these over here. And then finally, we have miscellaneous. Now this is extra bits and pieces that are in my bank in some of the little pots. Some of that belongs elsewhere, but I am going to include it because I have saved that money. So let's move this across. We've got 32, 3, 9, 5, 500, the 1200 from the other binders, the 260. So let's have a look. 80 plus 32 plus 395 plus 500 plus 1200 still gets me so much money. And that comes to a whopping 2,467. So now let's add in the 440 and the 2248, which brings us to a massive 5155. Oh my goodness. I'm just having a moment. So I have managed to save, and bear in mind, we've dipped into the emergency fund a couple of times. You know, we've actually paid bills. Money's come out for Prime and Halloween, and the Christmas money we've spent up totally on Christmas. So I'm not sure exactly how much I actually saved, but this is what I've got left over. I'm so sorry, excuse me. I'll have a drink in a minute. Oh my goodness, this is mind-blowing. In fact, I'm going to have a drink now before I cough. Sorry. I think I've got a tickle in my throat. It's the emotion of it all. I think that's it with me coughing. Sorry, excuse me. If I manage to work out how to delete that, I will. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, so really quickly, this money here, this £1,700, I was going to use that money, all of this money, to reallocate into my 2025 binder. I can't. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I was going to use this money to reallocate into my 2025 binder. Oh my goodness, it's really hard to find this kind of money. I'm not a professional. However, I have been going through my finances for 2025, and my rent is going to go up. My council tax is also going to go up, and I've got some of the miscellaneous bits and bobs that are also going to go up. And when I was looking at what I was going to be able to cash stuff in 2025, it was looking quite sad. So I've taken a bit of a decision. I have some car finance, and it's quite expensive every month. I'm not quite sure how much it would cost to pay off the final amount, but I'm going to give them a call on a Monday, and I'm going to ask them what the settlement figure is, and I'm hoping that this is going to be able to pay off most of it. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing is in my 2025 binder, I've saved up 170 to spend in the January sales, but I'm thinking if this doesn't cover the settlement and I need to add in some extra money just to do it, then I'm going to take the money from Bargain Queen and use that to hopefully contribute towards the final payment. What I'm also thinking of doing, because I know they like to charge you, like your final payment, they like to charge you a percentage. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to ask what the final settlement figure is, and then I'm also going to say, oh, I have 1,870. Can I just put 1,870 towards it, and then we can just rework any last payments on it, and then that way I'm not paying the 3% or 1% or whatever it is penalty they like to put on when you do a final payment figure. I don't think I explained that really well, but basically I want to pay off pretty much all of it, leave a tiny bit in, and then just maybe make one more payment, which will complete the amount owing on it, and hopefully that way I will avoid any unnecessary extra fees that they want to put on this payment. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've managed to come up with at the end of the year. How much is that once I take off 5155? It's crazy money. Minus 1,700. There we go. So 3,455 will be what's left once I've taken out this mega massive chunk. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a rummage through all my binders and see if there's any nice notes in here, and then I'm going to sort them up. So I've only got really pretty notes in my binders. Well, that was a waffly one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Honestly, really appreciated. The next video will be a normal cash stuffing video, and hopefully all this money will be where it belongs, which is in the bank, earning interest until I can send it to people who I might owe money to. Thank you very much for being here with me. I wish you all the very best for 2025. I think I've got one more before 2025, but I'm just going to keep saying it. Yeah, I hope your budgeting is going really well. I hope you have completed many challenges this year. And yeah, here's the next one. Take care. Bye.